The Church of England has named Sarah Mullally, current Bishop of London, as the next Archbishop of Canterbury, the first woman to ever hold that role. She will succeed Justin Welby, who stepped down after an independent inquiry determined he failed to act upon revelations of sexual abuse by a volunteer at church summer camps. Mullally will break a 1,000-year tradition. She will be the first female Archbishop of Canterbury, following 105 predecessors, all male. And this affects people all over the world. The Church of England is the mother church of the Anglican Communion, which encompasses more than 85 million members across 165 countries. One of her most controversial positions is that she's essentially pro-choice. Here's what she said. "I would suspect that I would describe my approach to this issue as pro-choice rather than pro-life. Although if it were a continuum, I will be somewhere along it, moving towards pro-life when it relates to my choice, and then enabling choice when it relates to others." Okay, so I'm sure you can imagine Catholic Twitter is having a field day with this one. John Slaughter Esquire wrote, "People are making fun of the Pope. Anglicans, hold my beer." The Pope has been taking a lot of heat online over his comments on the Dick Durbin incident and the whole blessing of the ice thing. I think that this new Archbishop of Canterbury announcement has really put things into perspective for Catholics as to how bad things can be, and how fortunate we are that we haven't gone this far off the deep end. Calvin Robinson, who has been a priest in the old Catholic Church, said, "The Anglican experiment is over. It was bound to end this way, in feminism or another form of liberalism. One cannot simply break from the church and expect to produce good fruits. We must return." So this was the question that many had after the formation of the Church of England. Can it survive? And it remained a robust institution for many years, with respectable Anglicans serving as the Archbishop of Canterbury. But the church has been in crisis even before this, to where for the first time in history, Catholics are going to surpass Anglicans in numbers within England. I can only imagine this will drive more Anglicans out of the church. Okay, Anglican priest Father Phil Harris tweeted, "Today, October 3rd, 2025, the Church of England died. In naming Sarah Mullally Archbishop of Canterbury, it embraced feminist rebellion over biblical truth. The See of Canterbury is vacant. Anglicanism globally will not follow a false teacher in ecclesiastical drag." I found this to be an interesting take because it's essentially Anglican sedevacantism. There's a segment of the Catholic Church that doesn't recognize the authority of any pope after Pius XII. Well, it seems that the Anglicans may be having their moment now as well. Okay, here's a very legitimate point. This user said, "I do not care who the Archbishop of Canterbury is." I think this guy sums up the opinion on what a lot of us think. We're Catholic, so who cares what the Anglicans are doing? Now, there's a part of me that mourns any old institution that has become corrupted by woke modern ideology. However, I think this is a great opportunity as well to welcome our brothers and sisters of the Anglican faith into the Catholic fold. And we already have the infrastructure to bring Anglicans into the mix with the personal ordinariate of the Chair of St. Peter. Here's another interesting observation from Twitter. 1994. "We're going to allow women vicars, but don't worry, we'll never allow women bishops." 2014. "We're going to allow women bishops, but don't worry, we'll always ensure vicars who disagree with women bishops don't feel excluded." 2025. "We're going to allow a woman archbishop." And this is the slippery slope, right? The same slope that we know some modernist cardinals would like to bring us down, where we start by just having a conversation about female deacons, then we actually allow it. Then we start having a conversation about female priests, then we actually allow that. Then we get bishops, and the next thing you know, there's a woman pope. We all know how the game is played. So let me know what you think in the comments. Are you happy to see this because it's a good opportunity to bring converts into the Catholic faith in the fullness of the truth? Could we see a huge fracture or even a schism in the Church of England? And remember, let us pray for the Pope, let us pray for the souls in purgatory, let us pray for our enemies, and let us pray for the world.